Hey everybody, welcome to game 2 of the Twitch mid lane. We are now versus an Orianna, which should be a bit difficult to beat in my opinion, because Orianna's kind of crazy, but of course that helps out substantially with the early game. I'm trying out Ghost this game instead of Ignite. I felt like it could be pretty dang useful if I ever need to chase people, because we can pop Ghost, like if she ever steps up very aggressive after we get like a bunch of good trades on her, which could be decent. So we will see what happens with her decision on if she wanted to base or not. She's just going to stick around and just wait. I need to bait out her ball, because if I bait out her ball, I might be able to like just auto attack trade, because we're so much of a advantage on her that if she was to auto attack me back, it would be an equal trade. So I just want to try to punish as much as I can. It's not the easiest to do, though, because Orianna, of course, can kind of farm from far away. Nice. Just a single hit is all I want. I want as many just tiny hits as possible, because if I just get her just a little bit chunked, I could definitely pressure way harder. So let's do a E again. I'm going to back away. She'll probably see me stealthier, so I'm just not going to step up. Three hits, free trade. I have my W now, so we can auto attack her one more time, and now she's really low again. And we're keeping the Venom at a high stack rate, which is perfect, because that's what we want, right? The whole entire point of this is to just continuously pressure with that. She probably will take a base pretty soon, though. Huh, my auto attacks are just, like, canceling over and over again, surprisingly. I don't know why, but they are. Unfortunately, I can't kill her on this dive now, because she's low, but definitely not low enough. I was Ghost. I'm fine. I'm definitely dead here, but she leveled up in the middle of me killing her. With Twitch as well, when you get ganked, you don't need to panic immediately. You just pop Q. Your Q is kind of broken because your Q gives you bonus movement speed when enemies are nearby. And that does not mean that if they see you, it doesn't trigger. I always thought that it did, so you get increased movement speed even more when people see you, as long as you just don't break stealth. So as soon as I started walking away, I was just completely fine. Paired with my ghosts, and there's just like no way for them to actually pick us, right? So that is good. We do have a blasting wand first item for big AP. Maybe I'll try to do more roaming this game, because I do feel like it's just so difficult to kill an Orianna. Is she gonna really try to freeze this? I mean, if she's gonna try to freeze it, then I guess I'll try to punish her, but... Okay, she's not trying to freeze it. Got it. She was doing something else. Checking our Raptors just to see if Talia was there, because if she was there, I could probably cut her off and, like, deal big damages, but... she was not. We're up a little bit of farm on her, but not that crazy. Dang, she really uses W for herself just to run away? Interesting. What I would be doing is trying to press QW on me to slow me down and trade versus me a little bit, but I guess she just, like, doesn't really want to do that. Little trade again. One more auto attack probably kills, but... the bad news is that it wasn't fast enough. But she is 1 HP again, which anybody could dive if anybody wants to come mid. I'll just assume that nobody will, though, because that's how it's been. Bot lane is losing kind of hard. Top lane's losing. Jungle's even-ish. I would say that I wasted my ultimate, but I was so sad that the minions were like 1 HP, and like my brain was like, you just have to do it, dude. You just have to press your button. That's okay. At least I get a decent reset off here. I hope that you understand that I have absolutely 0 mana, so I cannot help with you doing that. I'm also going to build a Dark Seal. I could probably snowball this game. I probably have to play for helping out the team more so than trying to go for Orianna, though, still. I'm going to try to rotate bot side here. We'll see if I can even get there. They're just dead. Darn, dude. People are just, like, overextending so hard for these fights. Swain's dead. Smolder just, unfortunately didn't get his thingy on me, so this Smolder will die too. She probably dies to the Venom. What I was doing is that, just like inside the previous game, how I was explaining Twitch, is that when you try to kill people, all you... Oh. Can you live? The goal is just auto-attack W, and you just want to try to do everything you can to keep the stacks on. Because if you can just mash E, no matter what, if they have stacks on them, it will hit them. Because you don't have to... It only does it every single person inside a range of it. You don't need to, like, target anything. It's just going to do it automatically. So I didn't know if my E was really going to work, because it would have been, like, the perfect... I think that I auto-attacked her when this was at 5 seconds, and your stacks only last 6, so we were very lucky that it just barely was able to deal enough. Or, like, barely hit her before the stacks expired, because if the stacks expire, then you're not able to press E at all. That's why, like, right now, I can't even press it. It doesn't do anything. It only does stuff if it can. So... We're probably just going to lose grubs here. I'm just going bot lane because Ash didn't rotate back bot afterwards, so I figured that maybe it'd be the best thing for me to do, be down here. My E should kill both. Because what's important, again, is keep the stacks on so the true damage is just going crazy on them, right? When you have the true damage on, and then your E cooldown is coming back up, you're just waiting for it, basically, and, I was able to successfully just, like, juke backwards. I mean, Ghost is really useful for, keeping the stacks alive. In fact, I might enjoy Ghost more than Ignite in most of my games on Twitch. I feel like I used to enjoy it in the past when Ghost was broken, because Ghost would be extended for a certain amount of time when takedowns would happen. I got a little bit nervous there, so I stopped talking, because I was like, wait a second, am I about to freaking die? Let's just go Swifty Boots. They have a lot of champions that have a bunch of slow effects, and I just never want to get hit by that stuff. Swifty Boots is usually purchased on Twitch anyways. It's a very common item for him. Ionian is the other one just for the CDR, because you don't need Magic Pen, because you already deal so much true damage that it's just, like, kind of pointless to have that. They're probably just going to back away really far and just not fight, because they know that if they do, they'd probably lose. Your W does give some vision, so you can sometimes use inside of brushes and stuff to look. We do have Vi behind him, so it should just be a fight. Very nice. The Ash arrow also landing was super sick. I guess I'm just 80 carry now, huh? Basically. Does Ash want to go back bot lane now? I feel like I want to go back mid. So what I'm going to do is start walking away, but... What I'm going to do is go this way and see if I can cut Smolder on the way back. Because my damage should be enough to kill him. I'll die to Swain, I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. That's the support Swain. I wish Nami just left me because I knew I was going to die no matter what. I feel like she didn't need to assist me any further than what I had. Killing Smolder was easy. Obviously, killing the other person was not. Technically, gold-wise, you could even see that Smolder kind of had a pretty similar amount of items, because even though I have way more kills than him, I haven't spent my money on anything, so I'm not really tremendously fed compared to him. I always think it's fine when you give support usually a kill, though. I don't think it should be that concerning just yet. So we have 8 kills. My goodness, dude. If they stick around, I can still just kill this guy again, I guess, but would he really, like, just show up again right when I show up? No. He will definitely not be fighting. I'm trying to just not shove using mana so I could save it in case I need to, like, run somewhere else quickly. I could try to just hit bot. It's only going to be Swain here because Smolder's mid. Nobody has grubs? No, they have grubs, sorry. I mean, this is fine. We're just getting so much gold down here. Oh, wow. The next minion wave is... I thought it was going to start tanking on me instead, but turns out that actually worked. Cool. So we're still shoving out pretty easily here. I'm just gonna stealth and then go this way. Probably can't get her unless that one last... Yeah, she'll die. That one last auto attack re-triggers my 6 stack because I had 5 stacks on her. So I had to pop my ghost, sadly, which always sucks because I don't like using my ghost to get, like, an individual kill and rather have inside of team fights. But you know what? It doesn't matter, right? Because we're just getting very fed early on, which is exactly what we wanted, because in the last game, I wasn't able to get Needless so early. Being able to finish this death cap way faster is going to make team fighting really insane, because I just throw out W inside of any corridor when this happens, and then we just fight. We should win. He'll just die. I mean, there's literally no way to survive. My damage is gonna start getting a little bit too insane for them to ever handle. And then my Q resets too. She'll just die. One auto attack is all I need. That guy dies too. Smolder probably respawns, so I could try to find him, I guess. But I could die to him just because... I don't know how quickly I can kill him before he pops, like, his ultimate and stuff. And if he, like, hits me with his mom and all that, then, I don't know. There's a chance that he crits me, and at this HP, there's maybe just... I would, like, slightly die before I could kill. Full death cap is completed. I really enjoy having Nami on my team, dude. I think Nami's, like, one of the best supports to ever have. I feel like she's so crazy. I like her E buff that causes a slow effect for people. I like that usually she benefits AP characters a lot by being able to, like, give you bonus movement speed when she does buff you. She just gives you so much crazy stuff. And now we get into... When you get really fed on Twitch, this is when you can do the, very cheesy plays of lane ganks consistently, because nobody can survive your burst usually unless they're, like, intentionally waiting for you. So we're just gonna stealth down mid, just run straight down, not care about getting into the farm. I don't feel like I care about flashing right now. He'll die. The Venom has him. I think it does too much. It does 98 damage a tick, so the true damage is just not enough to survive, sadly for him. That guy will also die to the Venom. I think that is still too... Oh, actually, the barrier might have saved him. I'll take it back. Not the most successful fight. A lot of people did die. I also don't have any defensive items just yet, and I am trying to not throw away another bounty because I did lose my first one, and even though my second one isn't as large, it still is not something I ever want to give to any of their carries. A lot of people base around here, so I was looking for Orianna, but she's not here, darn. That's okay, though. I'm probably just gonna sit in this brush, re-stealth, and just look for whoever goes mid. I might face check somebody, though. Darn. All I needed was one more auto attack and he dies. But if we don't land a better combo, then there's nothing we can really do. Our damage is just not going to be enough. This seems like just a free objective. I don't think that they're going to be fighting, right? That Ash Arrow was not it. That's okay, though. Wow, what is this? My ask is crazy. They all walked into it. I know that the Orianna ultimate is also going to deal crazy damage, but oh well. I will definitely die here, but I'll try to deal as much as I can before I die. I position myself in a little tiny spot and I don't have enough CDR just yet to be able to mash it. Well played on Orianna. The Jace got a good initiation. The Ash Arrow was not good, but it's okay. We're all in a still good spot to still just play for objectives. Thankfully for us, we already got the Rift Herald, and losing a team fight like that I don't think is too bad. Smolder got my shutdown. Smolder does go kind of crazy later on. Too bad I didn't have my ultimate as well. My ultimate would have went so hard, but I tried killing Smolder earlier because I thought that I could. It always sucks whenever you're trying to like do something like that and it fails. I'm guessing blue buff is gone. Yeah. Had a feeling. I'm just gonna sweep here because sometimes people will brush camp when you respawn and they never base because they will be there since you expect them to base and that catches you off guard, and then when you die, then it's really influential because like something came up like a dragon. It's like a good cheese play to try to make the game state back to even again. They are building a lot of magic resist, but once again, we deal a lot of true damage, so it shouldn't be that concerning still. They'll both die here. This is why Twitch is so ridiculous, bro, but we don't have vision of these brushes, and the team is going a little bit hard. It's okay. It looks like we probably still win this. Shoulders die. I know that Orianna might be able to kill me here. I'll just try to DPS as much as I can, though. Cool. Really good fight. How you usually initiate, at least in my opinion, I feel like maybe some people have told me that, like, I don't use Twitch W correctly, but you usually just press W and then immediately press R, and as your W is, like, midair, you just start wailing on them with the auto attacks, and if you have a lot of AP, they usually get slowed really hard if they're not a dash champion. Jace is not a dash champion. Jace's only dashes to like enemies, so because there was no enemies around, he can't go anywhere, and that's why he died so quickly. Nice, and now we have our Verdant Barrier, and we have 15 kills this game. Maybe this game is so good that I put it as the first game, because I feel like some people usually watch the first game and not the second. I still don't have my item just yet. Sometimes people will also brush camp that brush, so that's kind of scary. Oh. He's just dead. Yeah, he's gone. We'll just leave him. He just stood still because he knew he wouldn't be able to survive. I'm in a really good position here. Oriana's just dead. Yeah, there is no way to survive that either. Does like 400, or not, sorry, I said 400, but I think I saw 800 there. This is really the Twitch takeover that I wanted, huh? Need to help my mom change her phone after this game. Okay. I have no idea who this is. Let's go Horizon Focus. Let's get really good, high AP and just make it so I can consistently use my E because it hits so dang hard. I mean, my E right now does 1400. The cooldown is 6 seconds. Whoa, my team is getting a little bit crushed by these guys. What the heck? Interesting. Ooh, I'm gonna try to run, but I might be screwed. Oh my goodness, there's a person there too? Jeez. Please don't shock blast me. Too bad I wasted my ghost. I did not want to just use my ghost to do something like that. Oh, I really wanted to save it. Because ghosts inside of a team fight can do so much. Oh well. The Oriana also had Seraphs come back up or something, I feel, because I didn't expect her to have that. Because it looked like she was low enough that it would have already procced, I thought. So she took a little bit longer to die than expected. Don't waste R. Well... Oh, okay. I won't waste my R. I think it's so funny when people, like, say something so obvious. What is a waste? Is killing Jace a waste? I feel like it's not a waste. Damn, I can't move? Seriously? The Smolder walked into my Venom for so much of that fight, though. Wow, he literally died to the Ash Volley because he walked too close. What did I even die to? I did try to flash away, but I just did it too late because I'm, I guess, bad. I don't know. My mistake on that. I guess I just died to, like, everybody combined, huh? They almost were able to save me. The Smolder literally lived from, like, last tick, too. It was so close to killing him. He already did die, so it doesn't really matter too much, but I don't know. I'm kind of greedy for more kills because I want to try to get as much as possible. Did she die? No. Does Jace kill everybody here? Yes. They could maybe try to do Baron off of this. Because they should be pretty desperate to try it. I guess we'll just have to attempt to stop them. Otherwise, we just do the dragon. But I feel like we can stop him. You're dead. I didn't lose my Banshees, too. This time I'm gonna play the, I'm gonna slow you down game and zone game. I don't care about anything else. Okay, there's people going for me. I will flash this, and then I'm fine. I use this to try to slow them down so they can't get there. I don't know if it will be enough, but I'll try. Nice. Good, good secure. My WCD is not short enough. My WCD is still kind of long. Your W and E is what's important, and we don't really have too much. But now that we have this, okay, right? We have a lot more, so I can hopefully spam so frequently that I can keep the stacks online, because it's really funny when you can do a non-auto attack team fights. I'm saving my W here. Goodness gracious. I really enjoy having Nami and also Air Dragon Soul. Like, what the heck? I'm so fast. I'm so freaking fast. 167 per tick right now? Like, what the heck? That's so much damage, too. I'll just help out a little bit longer, I guess. There's no reason not to. Before I head top. I do have, like, a fully completed item almost. What do I even want, though? Azania's, maybe? Shadow Flame clearly would be the most damaging thing to buy, because it causes your true damage to also tick for more. But Cosmic Drive would be goofy for, like, more CDR. Let's just do Cosmic Drive. Doing Shadow Flame is usually the play. I think I would if I had the money, but the next team fight should be the last one, and I just feel like we could just end the game now. 186 damage. Jeez. He's dead because there's too much venom on him. She unfortunately still has her thing up, but I can still maybe kill afterwards. GG. Oh, quadra kill. I get the penta. Go. It's over here, isn't it? She went this way. Aw, she based. Darn. I was hoping that she would just continue running away and I was just going to find her, but now we see her. We can usually stealth into their base and just go behind them, though. Actually, this is kind of awkward now. That person should die. I get my Q back. I'll start running away, and then I have to run back again. The stacks are still doing crazy damage, and that was game 2 of the Twitch mid lane. I'm just going to put this game number 1 because, I mean, might as well. With how hard we popped off. So anyways, thanks for watching again. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like the video if you liked it. Stay tuned if you want to see the game 1 of it, where I will go more in depth of like how to play Twitch and stuff in a more regular game than a super stomp. But 64,000 damage, and Orion did 19k, and I did 18,900 with true damage only. Darn, I was trying to see if I did more true damage to champions than Oriana's damage total, but I didn't, by like a couple hundred. 64k damage, though, is... Whenever you see damage numbers, it's kind of crazy when you think about it by damage per minute, and this is over 2,000 damage per minute for the entire game, starting right at minute 1. Because obviously, like at minute 1, we're never going to be dealing 2k, so that's just how crazy our damage was later on. And then this is the person that I faced too, who is Grandmaster player, I believe. Grandmaster, 700 LP. 700 LP is like 150 LP off from Challenger. And they usually play Kassadin, it looks like. They play most common mids, just regular mids. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Twitch mid into what I thought would be a Nefiri, but we are versus Elise mid lane this game. Twitch is a damage over time champion when you play him AP, and I find him very, very fun to play because what's cool about him is that he feels more like an actual damage over time character, more so than some of the other picks that deal damage over time, like Brandon Malzahar, because it's all about just getting high stacks of your passive, which stacks up to 6 times from auto attacks and your W, and then your I was gonna auto attack one more time. Nice, press the attack. Dude, you should not be fighting me. I'd be a little bit nervous about having that many stacks on you. Your E does damage based off of how many stacks you have on people, and it has a 210% AP ratio of maximum stacks. So 210%, of course, is pretty dang high. You know, Lux Ultimate is 120, but it also has usually a pretty short cooldown, because as you continue putting points into it, you're also going to be buying items that give you CDR and stuff, and when you get those CDR items, you're just going to be in a really good spot for dishing out a ton of damage inside of team fights, as long as you can just put your W in a good spot, because your W is like this little cast that you throw, and it lasts for a while, and everybody inside of it has the passive ticking on them, and if you put that inside of a corridor or something, and they're all ticking, and then you press E, they just explode. She's dead. So, she jumped on us for some reason right when Malphite showed up, so that was pretty unlucky for her, and right when she did, I have Exhaust this game. I ran Exhaust because Nefiri can one-shot Twitch without even needing to do anything special, so I figured, hey, why not just take Exhaust against them, and that's not bad against Elise too, because Elise is usually pretty burst-heavy as well, so not bad for the early game whatsoever. I'm just going to go Blasting Wand first item instead of going Fiendish, because I feel like higher AP is probably better than the CDR. It's not even that necessary. I just went super high AP. So that's what we'll be starting out with. But yeah, Twitch is pretty straightforward. Just use your Q, which is the camouflage, get the bonus attack speed when you can, and just try to stack them and press E. Just dodge the opponent's abilities, though, because a lot of times you have to, like, unless you're fed, you can't just, like, brute force kill people. It takes a while. But another strategy is that your W goes kind of far, so sometimes if you're fighting somebody and you stack them with just auto attacks, and then they run away from you, if they sometimes, once they gain some distance, will turn around and come back towards you, you can chuck your W, and if it just hits one single proc of it, you can hopefully do it before your stacks expire and reapply them. That's, like, huge. For later in the game, it's, like, really important. Wow, there are so many people here. What on earth is this? I mean, there's no way to get any of these guys, so whatever, I guess. Sure, they got my teammate, and I missed cannon, but whatever. Not sure why she's fighting me here. One last auto attack would kill, but sadly I just can't proc it from this distance. Wait, why did she do that? I don't know why she used her E like that, but okay. I can't really kill her underneath turret very easily without my level 6. I feel like it's not really possible. Unless I have my Q up, but I just don't have it. So I think that I'm just going to base instead, because I'm pretty uncomfortable in this lane. Now, Twitch does kind of have crazy roam potential, because your Q is 10 seconds of camouflage, meaning that everybody that's not within the circle that appears on screen can't see you. And that allows lane ganks, and lane ganks are broken in solo queue. So at some points you might see me try to, like, rotate to a lane and get them, but also allows you to lane gank your own lane sometimes. I tried juking, but it didn't work. But look how low she is. If only I was level 6, I could just auto attack her one time and she would die, because I would probably reapply the tick of it. But we're kind of slow, because we don't have boots yet and stuff. So I'm just going to be shoving in this wave just by putting my W down and just auto-attacking. We kind of have massive mana issues if you spam frequently, but sometimes you can, like, do one single roam beforehand and just try to make a play happen somewhere. This Gwen topside, for instance, could be an opportunity. It just depends on if any of this is warded or not. Also, this wave is not the easiest to gank. I have to go this way. Dude, I ran all the way up here for literally nothing. And I burned my ultimate because I was desperate to literally get one single auto attack off. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, just one auto. But apparently that's too much to ask for. We'll just have to base. I mean, it's tragic, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess I should have just bought boots earlier. You're just dead, see ya. Alright, well, I mean, I can't really control the outcome of Malphite dying there. I don't think that I could have burned anything to save my teammate. We're going for Gnash's Tooth first because the auto attack, being able to apply your Venom easier with your ultimate and stuff is just very nice. Twitch, AP Twitch scales pretty dang well into the team fights during the mid and late game because all you get is really high AP, and that's when the damage effects kind of start really showing. So we'll just damage her a little bit. She would basically die to my next E, but she'll probably be able to escape here. A lot of times people usually use Ignite instead of Exhaust in lane because Ignite you can just like apply another free damage over time effect, and that's like really, really, really busted when you get to apply everything onto them. Anyways, we got that going. That's not bad. I'm just going to base here again because, sadly, I'm just a little bit too chunked to be in lane. And the only way that you can really do stuff on Twitch, I would say, is not being low HP. Especially versus something that is burst heavy. Elise, Spider Form, like how she works is that she has a stun, a little bit of damage on her Q based off of current HP. So the higher HP you are, the more it does. And then Spider is missing percent HP and auto attack speed. So the lower you are, the more damage she does, meaning that you just never really want to fight her when you're like half HP because you'll usually just die. So I just never want to be in lane versus her because she's kind of like an assassin. Being low. Malphite is rotating with his ultimate, but I'm gonna be real, this seems like not something that we could probably do. And it's just because, like, Rakan's here, too, and Alistar already died. Damn, I really missed that. Okay, dude. I mean, the thing is that you... Hey, I followed up your play, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. We'll just walk away because, I mean, there's a TP going off. These fights before I get my items are kind of jank and awkward. It's alright, though. It's kind of because I think that Alistar might be a little bit behind this game. Deal a little bit of poke damage to the Elise again. I'm just going to go grab a plant to give myself mana back. Kai'Sa is kind of chunked bot side. It would be sick to kill her. But she's going really far away, so I doubt it would be possible. Alistar's probably seen as well. Oh. Maybe it is possible. Okay, well, she's just dead here. She also burned her ultimate, kind of wasted it, because there was no reason for her to burn it after she got caught out like that. I'll be happy about that, though, because that's just something that she won't have for, like, another minute now. We'll just put a ward down on the dragon in case maybe the enemy team does it after Nefiri respawns. I do know that she just died recently. Just chunk her a little bit. See, if I ulti and auto attack one time, I would reapply my stacks, which would be pretty sick. I have exhaust to keep myself alive for now, but that's kind of why I took it, because I know that getting comboed is just a bit scary versus a lot of these enemy champions. They have a huge amount of damage on their team for burst, so I'm glad that I have that to try to help out with it. Until we finish our first item, we still feel like a bit weak, though. In fact, should I just go Ionian now? Just to have the movement speed, because I don't really like how slow I am. I feel very slow with level 1 boots. Since she has level 2 boot advantage, most likely is the reason behind it. So Elise is definitely gonna rotate bot. You can see her. But I am here, though. Oh, the Malphite went in way before I got there. Oh, no. If I press E, they die, but unfortunately, Elise got her cocoon down. Malphite went in just a moment too soon before I got there. I maybe could have flash outplayed, because if I flash away, all I do is press E and we automatically win. But, I mean, most of the game currently is mostly on Alistar, because he's just, like, so far behind. Because he doesn't even have, like, level 6 and stuff, so he can't even, like, help anybody, because he just dies too quickly. But at least he has level 6 now. We probably lose mid lane. Oh, maybe not. Okay, it actually takes her a while to get it. I'm glad that we have hard engage. I mean, hard engage usually feels amazing to play with Twitch, because all I really want is just somebody to be able to go in, and then I just dish out the damages from far away. Because midwave is still here, I'm just going to continue going, because we don't have our stealth anymore. Otherwise, I'd maybe be open to trying to find the Kaisa, but probably not going to be happening. Team wants to do dragon. Kaisa was very low. Unfortunately, I was seen on vision, so I probably can't even chase her or anything. Do you not want to go mid, dude? Okay, my teammate really does not want to go mid, so I will go mid. We're not going to lose anything for being a little bit late to lane anyways. If she goes for the turret, it could be decent too. No, never mind. It's not decent because I didn't land a better W. If I land my W there, like in a better area, she won't be able to run away as quickly. I have my item in base, and it would be good to just go buy it now and be ready for the next team fight with a fully completed item, because this is when Twitch should start getting pretty strong. We also have Gathering Storm just because of how ridiculous Twitch is. And Twitch is one of those characters that really benefits hard from huge AP. A lot of champions in the game never go death cap second. It just is not really too viable. It costs a lot, and the offset of like having other stuff quicker and usually still like having good damage from, I don't know, like Shadow Flame and stuff. You don't see Zoe usually going like death cap second most frequently, but Twitch kinda almost always does death cap second, just to be aware of that. She just ran away too fast. I don't think that I could have chased her down, so I didn't. Because Neferi is just too fast of a character, that is. She is pretty chunked, though, after the trade that I got. Darn, dude, it's so difficult to outplay this Kaisa, because, I mean, she's also just more fed than me, too. I need to somehow land a good W onto her to have a chance at ever beating her, but it's really challenging to do that from my position. Really? Interesting. Through exhaust? Dang, that does some crazy damage through exhaust, but I mean, a 1-for-1 trade is most likely worth it just because the faster I can get to this needless, the better it's going to be, because the power spike on 2 items is usually the spike that you're kind of waiting for. Some games you can get really fed early on because of roams, and then you get that spike sooner. But ultimately, Twitch's early game strength only comes from getting fed usually from being able to, like, show up with stealth. It's not because he's, like, a crazy early game champion. So we're still waiting for our spike point to be strong, really. We're relatively okay right now. Not super OP, just alright. But we will become OP. Oh, she's dead. I had to burn my flash to get that last auto attack off, but that's the idea of W into a couple auto attacks, and then once you have the Venom stacked on them, you press E. It does a pretty significant amount, usually, because you could get like 3 to 4 stacks. I think that I had 5 on her there. And then as she's running away, I just do one last flash auto attack with my ultimate to reapply and bring her up to 6, and then my last E is going to hit hard again. And then the true damage effect will just kill. And that was without Needless, too. It would be so much easier if I had Needless. Because the damage increase just is so substantial. The AP ratio of, like, even your passive is 18% at max stacks. So I just round it up to 20. So 20% times 6 is 120. And 120% AP ratio on a true damage ability is a little bit crazy, obviously. Malphite's coming, but I don't know if he can get here in time. Oh, thank goodness, dude. That was kind of scary. My teammate died kind of quickly, and then Nefiri gets her second part of her ultimate, and her second ultimate is the same, except for that it gets, she gets a shield from it. But look at that, dude. I can probably sell this, control board, and the game state is still even though we're doing better in objective just slightly. And now I'm really strong. I have 300 AP. I don't know if I can beat Gwen. Gwen's such a ridiculous champion for 1v1ing, and she's kind of scary, dude. She's a bit spooky. Jace wants to go top, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll go bot lane just now, I guess. I mean, I don't really have... Nah, actually, not yet. Maybe I should just go over to where Elise is. I just want to... It's probably going to take the same amount of time for me to run from top to bot than anything else, so why reset? I don't have anything to buy. I just want to be in the area to make plays happen if we can. So Rakan has a lot of Venom on him, so he'll probably die. Elise flashed away. I'll probably die here. I exhausted, though, to try to help out. And we just want to stay far away here because Gwen is kind of ridiculous of a champion. You need to run towards us. That guy, for some reason, decided to run the opposite direction, towards, the, you know, where I threw my cask. I'm not really sure why, but he kind of died because of that. The enemy team was very... she has her thing, so I'll just die. But she'll die too. The Venom is too much. Okay, but you should have never died there. Okay, I mean, honestly, Kaisa deserves to get both of us. If that was kind of insane. I don't think I'd be able to pull that off, even if I was her in like a million years. Absolutely insane Kaisa gameplay. I knew that she wanted to ulti, which is why I walked away, but she flashed. And then after that, Jhin probably should have never gotten hit by her W, but he just got stray shotted, just barely. We might lose Otacon off this, which is like a partial throw. We already have 2 dragons, though. Death Cap still isn't, like, purchased yet. After Death Cap, you can usually build defensive items, which will help out a lot. Like, for instance, usually just go other needless defensive items. So you go, like, Zonya's or Banshees. You could go both, really. It's not that bad. Because they still give high AP, and that's really what matters. Sure, if you want, like, the most amount of damage ever, you can just go Shadow Flame. It's not really a necessity, though. I do think Horizon Focus might be underrated and good, though, too. Because that's super high AP and good CDR, and CDR feels amazing on Twitch. Because the lower CD on your E, the more opportunities to maybe use your Venom procs to trigger more ease to deal the insane number, of course. Kaisa definitely is the biggest threat. She's kind of insane. That person kind of walked into a couple stacks of my Venom. Neferi probably one-taps me if she ever finds me ever. So going side lane is awful. I just die, probably. Like, I'm so scared to the point that I'm just not even gonna, like, step up that aggressively just to get my wave and just, like, hope that the Venom can secure a couple of them. It's just too scary. But now that we saw that Neferi was top, we're slightly okay. If this person catches me, I could still die. So we'll use Sweeper to try to find an area where I'm not gonna get caught. Probably can't catch, and the Fury's coming, so I'll just leave. I wanted to see if she would opt for a fight, because I will always win, so that's why I just straight up used everything. But it didn't work out. I have a full decap. I really, really want a base right now. XD? Wait, she XD me? Hey, don't do that. That's very rude of you. I don't appreciate getting XD'd. Running away from me like that. I'll have the last XD this game when I see the victory screen. Well, at least they're committing really hard on the tanky guys. I mean, that's good, I guess. Gwen used W. Can't really do anything about her W. This is when the W gets crazy. As you can see, I mean, I'll probably get initiated on, but even if I do, it's probably okay. We can definitely fight this. They are super chunked after them walking into that one single W there. Okay, Malphite took a while to cast, but that's okay. I'm just gonna exhaust this guy. I'm probably dead, but I'm just gonna press E. She'll die to the Venom here. And Kaisa died to the Venom as well. Just gonna throw down W and just wait. I can't really step up, because if I do, I might die. I just barely get at the end. With team fights, you want to play really far away. You're almost like a control mage. Like, you play for your safety more than anybody else's, and just hope that the enemy team kind of just ignores your W that you put on the ground and you kill them. Dude, I can't do this. Can you please come over here? I'm going to die. Using your W doesn't do anything, because all it does is apply Venom stack, so I'm not going to use it. It's completely worthless. And yeah, just like that, as soon as I beat by decap, it's so easy to win, right? All we do is just press our buttons in a team fight, and there we are. We can easily carry it, kind of, with how much damage I deal. Like, even my Venom right now does 104 at max per second, so that's 600 true damage. 600 is, like... I know it's not, like, completely, but it's kind of like half my HP. In fact, I mean, I am going to buy a Needless here, which definitely gets me a little bit closer to that spike. I'm just going to grab blue buff here. Another thing that's why death cap is so crazy is that your W has scaling of AP too. Your W scaling... No. Her getting no vision means I lose. That's like basically... Oh, she's dead though. The Venom's probably gonna kill her here unless she also just lifesteals. Yeah, just barely. That's pretty unlucky. Vision is OP in League of Legends, and if you lose vision, you lose. That's how it works, so... She was able to land her full combo. Elise is a crazy 1v1 champion if she lands everything. Even though I am more gold up on her if I don't get to hit her, I'm gonna lose. We almost got to trade 1-for-1 regardless of it, just because of how fed I am, but nonetheless, I'm not too concerned about that death. Let's just build these boots so I just have also an easier time next time. You guys should wait for me. Dang, that's kind of rude, guys, don't you think? To just take the freaking Baron right before I respawn? Come on, dude. I could have had Baron buff too. And it's kind of nice because Twitch does have double scaling on his E. It does physical damage, though. The scaling of Twitch is kind of strange with his... His E has AD and AP scaling, which is unique, because it also does the appropriate damage type. Ezreal Q does physical damage, but as an AP ratio, if you build AP, it still does physical damage. For this, it literally separates it. I don't really think that I can do too much here. I mean, I have a lot of stacks on that guy, I guess. It seems that I'm partially just gonna die here just from this Gwen, though. I did enough damage, most likely, inside of the fight by throwing my abilities. I don't know if the Malphite ultimate really felt that crazy of a initiation, because it felt like it only hit... I guess it only hit Kaisa and she was stealth, so I just didn't notice it. What do I want for first item for defensive? I think Zhonya's is probably the better play, so I'll probably go for that. Not the best team fight ever, but oh well. We have Infernal Dragon Soul very soon. Inside of these fights, we want to just drop our W in between these little areas and just hope that my teammates peel me. If my teammates peel me, I can zone because people shouldn't be able to walk through it. Also, if I just get top wave, I can sell my Dorans and probably afford the defensive item, like a Seekers, which would be insane. So I hope my team doesn't, like, fight before I get there. I don't know why I could not right-click my item. Our Seekers is done, so now I have a Zhonya's Hourglass, because Nefiri's probably gonna, like, try to ulti me as soon as I show up, probably. The Elise has Banshees, too. Usually you want to go through waves to, get control, so everybody goes mid first, and then as the wave gets, like, killed, you can try to step up. You should be a little bit careful before they show up themselves to, like, clear out the wave, though, usually. If they're separated like this is when it gets kind of difficult to play. I'm just going to put W down. That's going to hit Rakan, and that's going to proc on him. Because just getting a single pick is also pretty useful. He was just sitting on vision the whole time and not noticing it, I guess. I'm just going to put W down here just to check for Kaisa. It did hit her for a little bit of damage, but not the most. I'm just going to throw W here now just to see if I can find the Gwen. The WCD is kind of short, so it's pretty spammable at this point. We should just win this fight. I don't even need to do that much to... Oh! Okay, the Gwen almost got me, but I... Oh, nope, I'm still alive, surprisingly. I don't know what on earth killed me there. But the Malphite ultimate combo was insane, and I was able to at least get a couple shots off. I mean, I wasn't the most useful, but my use is usually for the zone and in a team fight where I don't have my W immediately. I sometimes could be a little bit late on the initiation. That's fine, though. So yeah, that was Twitch mid lane. I wonder what the damage dealt is going to look like, because sometimes it can feel like I'm not really dealing that much, and then the damage dealt is like painting a completely different picture of how useful we are. So, Elise mid lane, I don't know why she played that. I guess she just probably is an Elise main because she has an Elise icon. And our damage was not the most, but as you can see, pretty comparable to most other carries. And the true damage that we dealt probably is very high. I don't think you can check that, can you? True damage to champions, about 12,000. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Twitch in Arena. We are starting off with some gold augments. I don't think that slow and steady is ever going to be good on Twitch. I feel as though you usually just build them AD. Of course, I could go AP if it gave me AP augments, but it kind of didn't give me that. So I'm just going to reroll slow and steady and just see what else I get. I got okay boomerang. I guess I'll take twice thrice, which just makes it so my on-hits will be able to be procced more frequently, but we'll see if we just go like a on-hit type build, because I can't like just force myself to go AP no matter what. We definitely should just be going for plants, no? Yeah, it's all yours. You should basically full heal from that, no? Not him just running at me and it's actually working. Huh. Well, apparently the strategy of straight line gameplay is a little bit too broken for me. I still think we might have a shot just because Set is so dang tanky, though. Yeah, we still win probably just because of him. Nice, dude. Well, actually, we'll see if, like, Yumi actually dies. Yeah, okay, good. Because if for some reason the plant came back and she took all of them, or, like, 2 of them, I don't know, then maybe there's a chance she would be able to do something. My twice thrice really sucks right now. It doesn't really do anything because I can apply my stacks more frequently, but does that even really help? No, it doesn't. I don't really know what I want. Hopefully it just doesn't choose me, so I don't feel like I had any impact. Okay, so it chose the Ambessa one. Do I want to just go Prismatic? Yeah, probably. Might as well, because in the end, if I do Prismatic, I just feel like there's so many crazy things for Twitch. I believe Twitch is decent in Arena, like he's pretty good. If you just play him AD, and that's kind of what we're doing. I think crit is probably superior than on hit. But if I get, like, Fan the Hammer or something, Fan the Hammer is an on-hit oriented one that seems pretty good. Duality, I guess, will make it so my auto attacks give me more AP, but I do think that it's, like, not the best just because I will probably still die very frequently, so it's probably better to have other stuff. Mark's Mage. No, never mind, we're not even versus that person. They have Magical Missile on Swain already? I feel like that's like top tier for him. No? Don't get hit. I'm just getting the Blast Cone so you can't use it. Put the Blast Cone over here too. Nice. Nice win. Neither me or my teammate probably will do the redemption trick where you buy redemption to make it so the Ambessa rounds are easier because we're half HP where we can like full heal. Oh yeah, there's another Twitch and he has the same skin as me. In fact, wait, does he have the same chroma as me? Wait a second, that guy's literally an imposter. That guy has the same exact chroma. King Crimson. Well, King Crimson got destroyed. Imagine losing that. Oh. Okay, then. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, why does it give me a bunch of AP when I'm trying to go AD this game? What is this? What is this? Detonation Orb is okay if I was to go AP, but like, I'm not going AP. I don't know if this triggers on hit effects, but I know it's a good item, so I'm just going to take it. So when I crit, it will trigger a bleed effect. I don't know if that trigger itself is something that's considered on hit or not. But yeah, it's just too good of an item to not get, so. Versus a Teemo and a Corki. I just want to go heal myself a little bit. Nice, I didn't step on a shroom, thank goodness. There's a shroom right there. I wish that I could, like, mark it, but I can't. He just blinds me. I kind of can't step up. Oh no, I actually got hit. Okay, I got one. That guy will unfortunately not die yet, but I do think that my teammate can just kill. Dang, I really didn't want to give him a kill, though, because they get money. I know that there's no way to lose. Oh, well. We'll just have him get a kill. I mean, they are kind of losing hard, right? No, that was their first loss in the game. Wow. I would expect Anvil Corki to be not doing very good with Teemo. Surprised that they are not doing that bad. He has 9 anvils so far. 62 lethality. Whoa, that's actually a lot. They also have redemption. So, I have something on hit related. I still don't know the effectiveness of this on Hamstringer. I could probably just Google search it, I guess. Whenever I'm confused about something, my go-to way of searching has been just Google searching it, and it actually usually works. You can, like, search something so specific of just, like, does this work with this? And usually there's, like, an answer. Wait, how is that guy not dead? Ah, it's because he's shielding Lee Sin. No wonder. I mean, my set's kind of invincible, so I think I'm just going to wait over here and just heal. Because there's really no point of me just playing the round faster and maybe dying. I'd rather just play it safe. Oh, actually, my teammate might actually die? Wow. Well played by them. And now I'm left alone. Oh, we actually lose. Interesting. So, that guy just means that we just need to get anti-shield. If you just get anti-shield, you usually be okay, but... killing time is probably busted. I'm guessing this usually is quite broken. Because all it does is when I pop my ultimate, all damage is stored, and when I'm done, then it will, like, blow up. Who attacked the red fruit? Wasn't me. Who else could it possibly be? Okay, well, they tried to catch me. Does Vlad have flash? He does. He do. Well, no way to escape this now. I might as well just commit all of my resources to try to kill people because I am very squishy and not going to be able to survive a flash. I do think that this build path so far has been pretty bad. I think that I should have just committed for full crit, probably. We'll see, though. The on-hit item that I would want is Terminus. Wait, Terminus? What? Not Terminus. Freaking... whatever it's called. I'm so dead here. Can we at least kill one? Maybe? Hopefully? If we can kill one, that would be pretty nice. This. I wanted Reapers, man. Reapers would be so insane. Ooh, nice. Getting the kill is very good. Until we are done with our prismatic thingy, we're going to be dying a lot of these rounds, depending on who we're facing, because some champions just can flash on us if they're, like, tanky. I guess I could go crit now if I really wanted to. My killing time was very worthless, but we're aware of that. He really went Yun Tao, seriously. Interesting. There sure is a lot of healing this game, isn't there? I should probably just build Mortal Reminder now just to have it. I mean, having Armor Pen isn't necessarily a bad thing to have early on, and anti-heal. Yeah, I think he beat me. I don't think that I can beat that guy, but I did use my ultimate, which means that he was marked for death. So that round did a lot more. Wait, so this stores all damage from anybody? I didn't realize that it worked on Aurora too, because I just saw it pop over there, and I didn't deal any damage to her, so that was just all set damage? That makes this so much better. What? Mark all enemies for death and mark stores? Wow. I thought it was only my own damage. That's so much better than I thought. Lily has Rune Carver. Uh-oh. That's like a really good combo, I believe. She also has True Shot Prodigy. She dies kind of fast, though, when she gets jumped on. Ooh. They barely beat the... Oh. Oh, yeah, they barely won. Alright. Critical strike damage up. Probably just want that. I believe that might affect our hamstringer. I'm guessing it usually does. I never did look up... Okay, so twice, thrice. Does twice, thrice work on hamstringer? Does twice, thrice work with hamstringer? Yeah, training hamstrings twice or thrice a week is generally effective for muscle growth and strength, says the AI overview. So, yeah. Apparently, it's totally what we're looking for. Hamstring is not an on-hit effect, but a secondary effect when your attack crits. Okay, so it does not work. I do know that there's vulnerability that makes it so your bleed can crit, though. But this wasn't even that. I was just... Ah, I'm dead. It's over. Bye-bye. Welcome to my life, I guess. And I don't think he can even res me before we lose. I should have paid more attention about who we were facing so I could immediately run away, but I doubt we probably would have had any shot of ever beating these guys in the first place. We probably would just lose regardless. Dude, nice juke. Honestly, you're kind of able to heal up a little bit, huh? Oh, that was actually so close. Only 2 more rounds to go for that to be done. Do I have to go Serpents, or can he go Serpents? Or does he not want to go Serpents and just believes that he'll deal enough to get them? The Warwick seems to be quite an issue. We'll just do the Riven for no changes to the game. Because being in a 1v1 wouldn't be beneficial, right? Actually, you know what? I'll be here. Why not? I think being a 1v1 wouldn't be that bad, especially versus the Yuumi. The Yuumi can't attach. It didn't choose me anyways. Oh well. We're versus the Warwick. This is Taric Ultimate. My attacks apply burning on hit damage. Sure, dude. I'll take it, even though I don't think it's really the best. It does probably work with twice, thrice. So I do have an infinite stacking damage thing, which usually isn't the worst thing to have, because sometimes if you play versus something that can't kill you, but you can't kill them, you'll eventually win. Like a Swain or something. What the? Okay, I guess that just set him. Huh. That was a bit of damage from you, dude. You only have 8,000 HP and you already just one-shot? Seriously? A little bit bonkers, man. In my opinion. A little crazy. There is a Swain. I feel like the harder round to kill will be the Lee Sin, though, because that shielding is just so crazy on him. The reason why shielding Lee Sin works is because, like, the AP ratio on it is, like, something crazy and its cooldown is super low. So, it's kind of reliable because shields are also kind of better than heals, I believe, in most cases. Just because if you can spam it, you can, like, stack it. Well, not stack it, but, I don't know. Keep yourself at full HP all the time. Damaging people with their ultimate polymorphs them. That's a good way to cheese people. Hail Blades press the attack, always decent. I mean, I'm sure that I will deal good damage with that. Fan the Hammer, though. Each bolt can crit and apply on hit effects. Blade Waltz, Raid Boss, Fan the Hammer, Infernal Conduit. Alright, well, my teammate is going to be basically just... I'm going to be having to run away from these guys because they're just going to try to kill me immediately right when the round starts. We'll get Kraken Slayer. I know that this isn't crit based, but oh well. Do I even... Oh my goodness. I was about to say, do I even die to this guy, but apparently I do. Oh my, the set freaking W did so much. Jeez. Well, I'm kind of just like a participant, but not even a participant, bro. I'm just somebody who just watches the outcome of every single fight rather than being a part of anything, it feels like. My build path is just not it. I'm sure that my damage isn't super bad, but it's definitely not as crazy as my teammates. If I save my money, I could buy another Prismatic and try to find Reapers, I guess. Would be pretty nice to have that still. We can look for it. What is dealing 600 damage a tick? Oh, my thing. My, Firebrand. I feel like Warwick loses this unless he has more damage than I thought. Lilia just barely survived. She was literally 1 HP. Not Warwick just chasing her. Wow, she was able to escape. Wow, they actually might win this just because they kited it out and he just barely didn't kill her. I feel like if Lilia died, they probably had a shot at winning. Dang, that sucks. Sucks for them. What do I want? None of this, really. Attack speed. This also has a secondary effect of, like, if I get to 4 attack speed, my on-hit, I get, like, 40 magic damage on hit. I'm probably... Oh, no, it's 3. Oh, it's not 4? Oh, okay, cool. Sick. Doesn't seem that bad. I only get 3 when I use my Q, though. And then next round, when I sell my Guardian's Hammer, I just look for, the other thing. Reapers. I know that I will probably die, but I'll just try to dish out as much damage as I can beforehand. When I popped my ultimate and stuff, it did kind of hit hard. It says that it did 3,000. The Aurora, when she ran away, was low, and then it popped. Which kind of killed her instantly. Warbreak dies. We're in the end game. We can lose a round, and we don't get kicked out, which is always nice. We have enough for a Prismatic, and I did not get it. Man. I could continue searching for Twin Mask. I don't think I saw Twin Mask this game. I guess I'm down to look for it. Store a damage of the percentage, or a total of the damage you deal. My abilities deal more, and it makes me intangible when people die. Intangibility does make you, like, immune to taking any damage. Guess so. Not the thing that I wanted, but it's probably okay. Probably. Nice, she missed. I'll probably die, but I'll just try to dish out as much as I can again. Oh, the intangibility kind of did work there, have to admit. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to die to the Vladimir, and then she died, which caused the Dustblade to proc. And the amount of damage that she took just from a couple auto attacks, of course, is just really crazy. Twitch is so boring playing AD inside of this game mode because you just press R and just auto attack people. I dislike playing versus them. But yeah, it didn't really give me any augments that are AP related, so I felt forced to do this. I'll just sell Dustblade and just buy another Prismatic in hopes of finding something better. I guess this is attack speed related. I mean, Plush Eater is always pretty decent too. But I think that we just win regardless. It doesn't really matter what I do. I think second is carry. We can just try to do something crazy, though, at the beginning. Maybe I just all in Aurora and just see how much damage I can deal. How does she not have any Prismatics? What? Did it even get close to killing the Aurora? I guess not. Oh, whoa! Oh my goodness. My teammate got a little bit crushed there. I think we still win, though. He almost died to the pillar. It almost got him. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next commentary. Peace out. Have a great day. I did more damage than my set. I did not expect that. All right, bye.